Enough, he can hit it, but I don't know whether he can pot it. And he can. He's trying to get the cue ball behind the 9. Vicious. Absolutely vicious snooker. But that almost is guaranteed to leave the 5 on if he hits it. Can he get enough of the side cushion? Up.
Swerte. Tataka nga ako kung bakit paano nangyari yun, yung ganong tira. So siya lang nakagawa talaga nun, kaya tinawag siyang The Magician.
How do you reply to that?
Yeah, boy.
Brilliance. Now he's taking no prisoners.
You serious?
Well, he wanted to snooker Steve. He thought that he had a very natural savior. How often have we seen that? Because this is one of those shots where he's
Okay, my turn.
where they spin the white, you try and kick it in off the cushion.
Here I come.
Along that top to the top right corner, but Steve obviously isn't trying that. He's banked it! What a shot! St. George's flag is raised!
Magandang hapon mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. Welcome to Pool Challenge Reaction and Commentary videos. For today's reaction video, ito another exciting match between the two pool legends, no, na si Efren Reyes versus dito kay Steve Davis. Na makikita natin dito, ito yung isa sa pinaglabanan nila para sa championship match, para sa 9-ball World Championship. At dito nga makikita natin si Steve Davis ang nanalo sa lag, kaya siya ang nag-break dito sa rack number 1. Race to 9 yung kanilang match at winner's break, no, yung kanilang breaking format. Mukhang walang pumasok dito sa break ni Steve Davis, kaya back to table kaagad itong si Efren Bata Reyes. Sundan natin to mga kabilyard.
At the Lucky 13 Club, started playing pool. I watched all sorts of people, and there's Davis. You know, what can we say about Davis after what he did to the Belgian? He is eager and happy for this free.
Well, Efren Reyes, quick to get his eye in. Great opening pot. Looking at the long 2. Well, if he can just get through to it. It looks like he can, Sid. Very close. That cue ball might have just feathered far enough behind the 9 not to leave this on.
Dead right, Jim. Can he change the track by putting side on, maybe? No?
Just trying to feather it past the pink 4. Not to leave it on for Steve.
And you saw on that shot, Jim, just how fast this cloth is compared to snooker cloth. No,
At dito nga mapansin natin medyo nag-play safe muna si Reyes, no, at na-cover niya nga itong cue ball dito sa likuran ng ball number 4 at nag-try na mag-counter safety itong si Steve Davis, at napakahusay din talaga nitong ni Davis sa mga ganyang battle, no. Pero tingnan natin kung hanggang saan na uubra itong si Steve sa kanyang mga counter safety. Sundan pa rin natin mga kabilyard.
But up against a man who kicks the ball better than anyone alive.
Kick means cushion first.
Look at that. Gets out of those for a living, Sid, doesn't he?
Reyes is here. Was a rack boy in the pool hall, and by the time he's 14, no Americans, GIs would play him for as much as $1. He copied the shots, he says, of crazy guys and people who tried wild shots. So his immense natural talent augmented by watching the game and playing from a child.
He's looking right now at the possibility of just getting that cue ball over, hopefully in behind one of those. He doesn't want to go in off. He can only get through to the right edge of the blue as he looks.
Live in Cardiff World Championship. A great matching prospect here. Steve Davis, Efren Reyes. Didn't
Well, he's got the two safe though, Sid.
Are you absolutely sure? With this bloke? With this bloke?
Yeah, I really can't see Efren attacking from here, mind you. They don't call him the magician for nothing. That's a magic wand in his hand.
Left a shot.
Yeah, but he's played it in such a way, and Davis tapping the table in appreciation. He knows, even in leaving the two here, and when I say if, that's a big if, the way Steve's going to be bridging over these two balls, he can't get onto the red three. Hampered bridging right over the 7 and the 8.
Here he goes. It's Jim said. Efren was thinking way ahead of, even if Davis did get this pot, the position on the red's a problem. So Davis also looking for safety and get it.
At dito nga mapansin natin talagang hindi pa dadaig sa mga counter safety itong si Steve Davis, no? At sinusukat talaga ni Davis yung kakayahan dito ni Efren Reyes sa kanyang mga play safe. At mukhang maganda pa rin yung pagkaka-play safe dito ni Davis, pero tingnan natin yung diskarte ni Reyes dito kung mapatamaan niya itong object ball. Kaya sundan natin mga kabilyard.
Yep. Watch. Oh, he missed. The blow.
Mukhang nagtagumpay si Steve Davis dito sa kanyang mga play safe na yan. At ito nga, nagkamali ng tira si Reyes na scratch dyan. Kaya ball in hand advantage dito kay Davis, no? At napakaganda ng layout ng table. At may chance na ma-run out ni Steve itong table na ito dahil ito nga naka-ball in hand advantage pa si Steve Davis. So tingnan natin mga kabilyard kung anong gagawin dito ni Davis. Panoorin natin.
Won the title 17-8 here against Hoping Chung, Chinese Taipei. He won it 17-8. Davis, great chance here then.
The obvious problems, and that's why Steve's going for
At dito nga sa posisyon ng cue ball na ito, mukhang tutuluyan ni Steve Davis na i-combination, no? Itong 2 to 9 combination dito sa corner pocket. Medyo mahaba ito, pero tingnan natin kung mag-succeed dito si Steve Davis sa pagpasok ng 9. Mukhang malapit naman itong 9 sa corner pocket, kaya may chance talaga na ma-combination ito at maka first blood si Steve Davis dito sa rack number 1. Race to 9 ito, 9 ball ang kanilang laban with winner's break. At dito nga pumasok yung 9. 1-0 ang score natin dito mga kabilyard. At si Steve Davis pa rin ang magbe-break sa rack number 2. Sundan pa rin natin yan mga kabilyard.
2 ball, cue ball. Let's see how his break is. If this gets going, Efren has got trouble. He's scratching.
Foul.
Cue ball running safe. Got a flick off the blue. Ball in hand.
At dito nga maganda sana ang break na yan ni Steve, no? At may pumasok pero nahagip ng isang bola kaya na-scratch itong cue ball. So ball in hand advantage ngayon si Reyes dito sa rack number 2. Tingnan natin kung maka-run out din siya dito sa layout ng table na ito, no? Medyo mahirap yung posisyon ng mga bola, pero tingnan natin yung galing dito ni Magician kung may run out niya itong rack number 2. Sundan natin mga kabilyard.
He knows he wants to get the left-hand side of the table for the red 3 already. He's figured that out. So it's all about the proper angle on the 2 here, Sid, in potting this 1.
That Filipino-style cue action. It looks rocky. See, this the cue addresses different parts of the ball, but the final stroke comes through exactly where he wants to hit it. Looks pretty good on the red, Jim.
A little closer to the side cushion for comfort. But he may just have to draw into the 4, or the brown 7 here. Just to the left of the 3 for the 5. He had no choice there. And now he's in trouble. Bridging right over the 6. How does he get from the 5 to the 6? This looks dead straight, or very close to it. A lot of self-proclaimed pool experts in the audience. That's Jay Halford there, Jay. Poking a little fun. He's right with Karen Core. What about that shot from Efren Reyes? Halford over the 6. A deep screw. Watch this for cueing.
The magician waves the wand. You see the result.
Well, he won't strike a better ball than that. He's still got a little trouble here, little cause for concern. That 7 isn't in the open. The brown 7 next. Should he get this? And look out. Look out.
Makes mess and
going after the 9, Sid.
Fella on the brown. I just missed a 9. Oh, but
Hindi nagkaroon ng magandang tira dun si Reyes, kaya nag-play safe muna siya dito dahil naka-cluster yung 7 and 8. At dito nga maganda pa rin yung pagkaka-play safe dito ni Reyes at nailayo niya, no, itong cue ball dito sa 7. So tingnan natin yung discarte dito ni Steve Davis kung magka-counter safety siya sa ganitong layo. Panoorin natin mga kabilyar.
Well, he's seeing if there's a shot involved in the 9.
I think he's looking at possibly just trying to get the butt of the cue up and kick it from the back end here. Got to slightly swerve that cue ball, you can see. And Steve will be looking for a full contact on that brown 7 here. Very tough, this shot. Not only to hit it, but to get it safe. Would you believe it? He got too much.
At dito nga sa patibong ni Reyes, mukhang panalo si Reyes dito sa safety play na yan at na-foul si Steve Davis. Napasobra yung mase niya kaya hindi tinamaan yung 7. Ball in hand advantage ngayon si Efren Reyes, no? At makikita natin dito may chance siyang tumabla dito si score na 1-0. Ball in hand advantage at naipasok ni Reyes yung 7 sa corner pocket. At dito nga sa side pocket naman itong 8. At maganda na ang posisyon nitong cue ball para dito sa 9. Mukhang tatabla tayo dito mga kabilyard. Pero bago yan skip tayo ng mga ilang rock. Mag-skip tayo dito ng 5 rock at hahayaan natin yan na magsunod-sunod, no, yung break and run shot dito ni Efren Reyes sa rock number 3 hanggang rack number 8. At dito nga mapansin ninyo medyo talagang nakuha ni Efren Reyes yung kanyang momentum, no, kaya sunod-sunod yung panalo niya. At dito nga ang score natin ngayon ay 1-6. Lamang si Reyes ng 5 rack at siya pa rin ang nag-break dito sa rack number 8. Sundan pa rin natin mga kabilyar.
Just look at them. The 2, the 3, the 4, they're all over pockets.
The crowd here loving seeing a hero at the art of spherical science. He is a genius.
Even when he does overhit it, he doesn't overhit it enough to get into trouble. He didn't want to be this close to the 3. Now he's got to either weave a path between those balls or try and pull away from that brown 7. Those are his only 2 choices. It almost looks like he can get that cue ball between the 9 and the orange 5. There you go.
He could thread a needle standing in a force 10 gale on top of the mast.
Now just the right angle it looks like to get down for the orange 5.
At dito nga, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung momentum ni Reyes sa rack number 8. No? Maganda pa rin yung pinapakita niyang tira dyan. Pero mukhang alanganin yung posisyon ng cue ball dito sa kanyang next object ball. No? Mukhang mahirap yung posisyon na yan. At ganun pa man, naipasok ni Reyes. Pero mukhang may-scratch siya. At doon nga, na-scratch si Efren Reyes at na-foul yan. Kaya ball in hand advantage dito kay Steve Davis. No? Magandang chance ito kay Davis para may steal niya or may makuha niya itong rack number 8 kay Reyes dahil nga 6-1 ang score natin dito. Mukhang disappointed dito si Reyes at na-scratch sa dyan at advantage naman dito kay Steve Davis para sa isang ball hand advantage. Sundan natin mga kabilyar.
And this is where Steve now, he can mop up here, bring it back to 6-2, but is he capable of stringing 6 racks together?
Put you on the spot, Jim. Is he capable?
Let's get a better chance of picking the numbers for the lottery.
Mukhang matagumpay na naipasok ni Steve Davis itong 9 at ito nga, umabante pa ng isang punto si Davis dito. 6-2 ang score at sa rack number 9 si Davis ang magbe-break. Sundan natin mga kabilyard.
They're flying around. Nothing drops through.
So frustrating seeing your opponent knock in 6 consecutive racks and you just can't muster up a successful break, and you wonder what's the difference, what's the key? About 30 years of playing 9-ball. Steve's got 30 playing snooker.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice.
Reyes keeping the clamps on Davis. He doesn't want to let the lion out of the cage. Top cushion, the only escape here, Sid, a right-hand cushion as we look. But again, the contact on the 1 is one thing. Getting it safe, that's another. Steve won't miss this 1. He'll hit it.
At dito nga mukhang pinahirapan talaga ni Reyes itong si Davis, no, sa kanyang play safe na ito. Mukhang gagawa ng paraan dito si Davis at dito nga pinatamaan niya yung object ball. Pero medyo open ng kaunti dito kay Efren Reyes itong object ball. Sundan natin mga kabilyar.
Is anything safe for this man?
Difficult to see him attacking from here. I think this is nothing more than a containing shot. If he can make a good aggressive safety from this position, he'll have played one of his best shots. And the obvious choice is to try and get that 1 down to the top cushion back right hand side as we look. Or he can run with the white, Sid.
His right hand side. And oh, bit of a mess. Davis could step in.
Yes, I think that was a little thicker than Efren wanted. He's talking to himself there. He's left Steve a shot at the 1, but I think he wanted a thinner contact. He was running with the cue ball behind that little wall of balls. Didn't intend bringing the 1 down so far. But you can see, even though the 1 is on, the cue ball is going away from the blue to the next ball on.
Here we go. The comeback trail could start here with a 1 ball.
Steve now will be looking to get that 1 ball in behind the brown 7, and he can take the cue ball over and try and cannon into the pink 4. That'll hold the cue ball in behind the brown 7 and get that ball up the bottom end of the table as we look. That's the shot, Sid. Get that white behind the brown 7.
It's behind, and he's weighted the blue 2 beautifully.
Well, he'd like to have played it a little harder. Just a quick shake of the head, I detect. Steve knows that he should have had Reyes in a lot more trouble than he does. I'm not sure he can't even get through to this 2. I think he can.
From the top viewpoint, you're right. Could have done with another foot on the treble. Bobbled.
Well, Steve has to feel like he's a little unlucky not to have carved an opening from Reyes' miss here, but he's looking at the side cushion, the 2 into the 9.
6-2, the world champ leads.
I think if he plays this, Sid, he's got to go side cushion, bottom cushion. You see the angle he's holding his cue to come in? He's going to go into the side cushion with a little right hand spin as he looks and try and contact that blue 2 off 2 cushions. All or nothing.
Well, he needs, I was going to say desperate measures. With him, he needs precise, effective measures. Just watch what happens to the blue and then the 9.
No, he hit it off 1 cushion. Well, he's fluked the 3. But he intended hitting that blue 2 off 2 cushions.
Tension echoing in every square foot of this hall. 6-2 in a race to 9. Favor of Efren Reyes, the world champion. Davis, with his winner break rule, could string 3 or 4 or more together.
Can just get through to this blue 2. Oh, what a shot. Look at the cue ball. Steve willing it in behind the 7. I don't know if it got there.
The 9 is very near the bottom pocket.
Into the center, Sid. He's playing this a fine clip into the middle. Didn't cut it enough.
Come on, Steve.
A chance then.
Well, Steve can take this into the top left corner, but he's got to get the cue ball back up the top end of the table for the pink 4 next. Oh, it went into the center pocket, even better.
And his ace landed on the pink. Sorry, bad English. Landed ace on the pink. I don't get a bit excited, but who wouldn't with this kind of match? But you're excited at home, up you are, wherever you are. Manila, Romford. Points north, south and west of Cardiff. Davis trying to start a rolling recovery.
This has been the scrappiest rack we've seen.
Scrap's the word. Davis is starting the scrap. action on the table reflected in the pupils of her eyes.
Steve just making sure, taking time. He's got the right angle on the 6 here. I think what he's concerned, oh, there's Rob McKenna in the crowd. The local hero. He went out in this round, but he had a good event. Played some great stuff here.
Green 6, heart of the pocket.
See, this isn't straightforward, Sid, because I don't know if that 8 passes to the top left corner.
Tatlong bola na lang ang titirahin dito ni Steve Davis at mukhang alanganin yung posisyon ng 8. Kaya dito tinry natin ni Steve Davis na mag-English at umabante no, sa likuran ng 8, pero medyo napakahina talaga nung tira na yan ni Steve Davis, kaya napilitan siya ngayon gumawa ng paraan dahil fully loaded na no, yung kanyang tira na yan. At dito nag-iisip siya kung paano niya papasukin itong 8 at makaposisyon sa 9. Medyo alanganin yung posisyon kasi ng cue ball. So sundan natin yan mga kabilyard.
Combined option then.
I'm not sure he fancies either one of them. I don't think if he tries to double this into the middle or bank it into the opposite middle, I don't think it's on. I don't think the 9 is on. He has to put all his eggs in one basket and go one way or the other here.
Unlucky. Hit the knuckle.
Great effort. I mean, so difficult for a snooker player to come to a 9-footer and try and negotiate how these balls are going to come off the cushions. That was a great effort. Very, very close to going in. And this isn't easy for Reyes. So he made it look easy.
At dito nga pumasok yung 8 at mukhang aabante na naman ng isang puntos dito sa Reyes dahil na-open yung tira. At mapansin niyo dito 7-2 na ang score natin, no? Lamang si Efren Reyes ng 5 rack pa rin at siya ang magbe-break sa next rack. Kaya sundan pa rin natin yan mga kabilyard.
32 here and to book a date with German Ralf Souquet. But what a storyline this man's break has been. Every time he's been at the table breaking off, he doesn't just get a ball on the break. He lands nicely on the next lowest one available. But that's a terrific control of the white there, Sid. Textbook.
Yeah.
Mukhang dito nga sinuwerte si Reyes dahil maganda yung pagkaka-break niya no, dito sa rack number 10. At mapansin niyo talagang kalat yung mga bola at magandang layout ng table. So may chance na ma-run out ni Reyes itong table na ito at umabanti pa ng 1 puntos. Tingnan natin kung makagawa dyan si Reyes.
Back and forth shot across the table.
Yeah, I think if he can just get through to the 4 here, only just. I believe he's all right. And, look at that gentleman. His mom's jewelry box exploded.
His twin brother stood outside the corner. Efren Reyes, the holder of this title. Stroking. It's a very funny stroke. He sizes up the ball. He can't quite work out where he's going to hit it. But suddenly the final stroke, spot on, parallel with the floor, unless always a full stroke.
Well, 2 choices here, Sid. Either straight through with a lot of left hand running side or back, and he's choosing back.
Like a kid with a Christmas yo-yo. It's got the white on a piece of stretchy string.
Doesn't mind being close to the cushion here. Just got to bump this 9 in.
Last ball si Reyes dito sa rack number 10 at dito nga pumasok yung 9, no? Nasa top of the hill na itong si Reyes. 8-2 ang score natin dito mga kabilyard. Tingnan natin kung makahabol pa dito si Steve Davis. Sundan pa rin natin mga kabilyard.
And other players will be taking a close interest in how the balls are breaking, how he's getting this very productive break, but also his calm control would send out vibes of terror.
A very complacent stare, but in his mind, already preparing for the last break off from Reyes.
To break, leading by 8 racks
The only
to 2.
way that he's going to lose this one is for Steve to string a few together.
This is the break that could set up the victory.
And for the first time, Reyes doesn't land on the 1 or the 2. And he's smiling. Almost expects
a smile.
a successful break, doesn't he? And now looking to possibly push the cue ball out. Choice of areas.
Push.
And a nice little shot there. He doesn't leave anything attacking. And what's more, he doesn't snooker Steve either. But at least Steve gets out of his chair one more time.
The eyes of a predator. You imagine him sitting on a balcony saying Clint who? Davis prowls. Prowls is about all he's been allowed to do so far. Trades 8-2. Efren Reyes needs one more rack to do the job.
Steve needs that one to either stop or go harder.
It's in. Crowd here in Cardiff giving Steve Davis every form of
At dito nga
encouragement.
sa replay slow motion na ito, napakaganda nung ginawang two-rail bank shot ni Steve Davis doon. At dahil dyan, nakakuha siya ng magandang tira at posisyon dito sa rack number 11. No? Mukhang may chance na makahabol ng isang puntos dito si Steve Davis at maranout niya itong rack number 11. Sundan pa rin natin mga kabilyard.
Feathered up and immediate. Right on the doorstep. Good position.
Nice angle on the 4, Sid. Get back over the center of the table. The orange 5 will be next. Steve's got to complete a 4-ball clearance here to stave off elimination in this one.
Draws the ball across nicely for the orange. With a nice angle to get position on the green 6. Nails are being gnawed. They want Davis to start a comeback.
They don't want to go home yet, Sid. They want this to go on. This is terrific stuff. And the night is early.
This then to pull back to 8-3.
Confirmation 8-3. Steve still in with a shout. He'll be breaking in rack number 12 in Cardiff here. You've got to admire him. He is a battler. Reyes threw that 6-pack at him, knocking in the 6 racks to erase a 1-0 deficit and turn it into a 6-1 advantage. Since then, they've been volleying shots, Sid. But can Steve put a few together himself and just try and apply a little pressure to the legendary Reyes?
knows the importance, that sort of
Steve Davis to break, trailing
slight
by 3
pet
racks to
lip.
8.
The furrowed brow. He has to get his break going now.
At dito nga sa mga sumunod na rack, mapapansin natin mukhang bumalik na yung confidence nitong si Steve Davis, no? At paunti-unti na niyang nakukuha yung momentum. At dito nga sa break niya sa rack number 12, mukhang minalas ulit at back to table itong si Reyes. Sundan natin mga kabilyard.
Almost had a look of resignation. You can see he's given it everything in the break. He just doesn't have the answer. You've got to fear the worst now for Steve. This man finishes like no human being before him. Well, you could have played that shot better. Intended a little fuller cannon into the 3, and he's shaking his head a little bit. He's not happy with that result. Corey Duell right there. He just won a nice match over Vegard Christensen. 9-6. He's through to the last 32. Young, talented American.
Pink 4. Draws the ball over. For the orange 5.
At dito nga sa crucial shot niya ni Reyes, no, nag-minty shot, hindi pumasok yung 5. Pero ganun pa man, may harang, no, dito sa pagitan ng cue ball. At dito nga sa tira na yan, mukhang mahina, no, at kumulag. Kaya chance na lang dito talaga ni na Steve Davis ay makakuha ng magandang set para makahabol. 8-3 ang score natin, lamang si Reyes na sa top of the hill na, race to 9. At mukhang maganda ang pinapakitang tira dito ni Steve Davis. Kaya sundan pa rin natin mga kabilyar.
Steve's probably wondering, well, Efren, what were you going to do here if you made the 5? You had the angle on the 6. That's what Steve's concerning himself with right now. He just wants that proper angle on the 6 to take the cue ball up for the brown 7. And with the 5 right over the corner pocket, Sid, never easy to play position from these type of shots.
You could hear a flake of dandruff fall in this hole. The tension, massive. Can Davis get on a roll? 8-3 down. Reyes wants one more rack for the match.
Cue ball's coming right down. He's just got to clear the 8 here. That looks perfect as long as it didn't run on too far.
Reyes cocks his head over, checking every stroke.
Converts it into a victory.
At dito nga pumuntos ulit itong si Steve Davis, no, at ang score natin ay 8-4. Kalahati pa rin yung hahabulin dito ni Steve Davis. 4-8 ang score, lamang pa rin si Efren Reyes. At tingnan natin ang diskarte dito ni Steve Davis kung mapagtagumpayan niya pat mahabol itong laban nila. Sundan natin mga kabilyar.
Another tussle going on. Archer, 4 times world champions, playing Adam Lewis of England, and the score is 5-2 to Archer.
You can see a chance for Lewis. Heavily favored Archer in that one. Make no mistake.
13, Steve Davis to break,
But we have had some upsets in this tournament this year, Sid.
Have we ever?
Could we be witness to one of the biggest?
Jimmy White a year ago lost to Reyes 9-8.
At dito nga, breaking si Steve Davis sa rack number 13. Malakas yung break niya na yan. May pumasok ba na isang bola? At tingnan natin at makita natin dito sa slow motion. Mayroong isang bola na pumasok doon sa ibaba sa corner pocket. At may available shot din itong si Efren Reyes, no? Kaya tingnan natin kung makarun out siya dito sa medyo mahirap-hirap na posisyon ng mga bola. Pero kayang-kaya yan ng Steve Davis na isa sa mga snooker king, no, ng sa larangan ng pool and billiard. So tingnan natin mga kabilyard yung mga tira dito ni Steve Davis kung u-over talaga ito at mananalo dito kay Efren Reyes. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
No problems.
Out of the pocket. How do you like how he's on the orange chip?
He's just looked away from it. Just got to get the cue ball back up. Green 6 available. Just missed the 9. Softly checked it. This is a great performance from Steve. Really showing the fighting qualities he possesses here.
I thought he was going to enjoy himself here, and if you call purgatory enjoying yourself, then he's enjoying himself.
Last 2 ball dito si Steve at dito nga maganda yung pinakita niyang pasok dyan ng 8 at ball position. Makikita natin dito talaga na humahabol si Steve Davis, no? From 8-4 ngayon 8-5 na tayo mga kabilyard. Sundan pa rin natin siya sa next break.
And the crowd loving it. 8-5. He's won the last 3 on the spin. He'll be breaking in rack number 14. Hoping to continue on.
Spent immense efforts in coming into this game 4.5 years ago. That's especially made Q. And Jamie, you impressed by the sort of ferrule he's using now around the tip?
Well, it's not a brass ferrule. He's had John Paris put that cue together for him. Somewhat between a snooker cue and an American pool cue, about 11.5 mil, I would guess, millimeters. Needs a ball here off the break. Can't afford any mistakes, and he can't afford to leave Reyes a shot. I'm not sure that he hasn't. There's one possibly available, but again, Steve really throwing that cue out. We've noticed that from a lot of the players, getting that cue through the white. He's trying to duplicate that, hoping for success. Now, if this one isn't available, Reyes can really put the handcuffs on Steve here. But it looks like it'll pass bottom left as we look. It does.
World champion striking the first shot with what could be a tumbril roll for Davis.
Yeah, it was a great opening shot right there. You just get the feeling, Sid, that one little hiccup from Reyes is going to make him bear down even more now. This isn't easy. He's got to get that cue ball back up for the pink 4, top of the table. Now, how does he avoid contact with the 9 here?
Just checking the exact track he wants the white to take.
I'll ask her if it's tense out there. Concentrating so much on getting away from the 9 and using it for position. Look at this, as Steve Davis found a way to extract a few mistakes from Reyes.
Well, he's made more mistakes in the last 5 minutes than he made in the previous hour or so.
Well, he's definitely shown us at least that he's got a pulse, Sid. Well, Steve Smith hit that. He'll be happy to land on the 4. He really didn't want to go anywhere near that corner pocket. He needed a lot more angle. Now he's going to have to hit this with a little pace. He's just looking the area that he can leave this white. Now you can see the path here. He can get the cue ball into this area quite easily, and that'll leave a path through to the 5. He's just got to clear this 6. If he does elect to hit this and do something special, well, then he's risking the pot. Trying to spin that off the 2 cushions with a lot of left-hand side. The position a little riskier.
Could be the vital shot.
Yeah, he's just done exactly what I thought. Just clear the 6, leave himself the open pot on the 5.
He trails 8-5. It's a race to 9.
Just wants to go up and down the table here, Sid. Ideally, he's got to miss that 8. That's the only problem. Pot the 5, miss the 8.
Oh, very pleased. Look at him. He's like a magician.
He knew he overhit it. He knew he overhit it as soon as he hit it. He can still get this, but it was anxious moments for him. Now watch his reaction here.
Like a magician, having sewn the lady in half for real. He jumped in the air, hoping, successfully hoping. Oh, position, opposition. Look at the draw, look at the way he's maneuvered the whites. Brilliant.
At dito nga, last ball ulit, itong si Steve Davis talagang hindi magpapatalo. 6-8 na ang score natin ngayon. No? 2 puntos na lang ang makakahabol din sa top of the hill itong si Steve Davis. Palakpakan yung mga audience dahil sa napakagandang laban na pinapakita nitong dalawang pool masters. Si Efren Reyes versus Steve Davis, ang score natin 6-8. Si Davis pa rin ang magbe-break sa rack number 15.
9-8 a year ago. Johnny Archer is watching the match. Now there's the confidence. He's leading 6-2 against England. Adam Lewis up there. But still looking at this drama unfolding on our feature table.
I mean, I wonder how many times Johnny Archer's played a match and nobody watching.
Rack 15, Steve Davis to break, trailing by 6.
Yes, he doesn't want the vote as best supporting actor.
Steve desperately looking for one off the break here. Oh, he lost the white.
Just Mr. Pink.
Not left Reyes anything easy, though. Look at that. Determination. And fright.
Like a bloke seeing a million slugs attacking his lettuce.
Help!
Safety shots. Davis appreciates. The double tap means good shot, mate.
They're seeing one of the all-time great matches. As we said earlier, Sid, this is one you're going to be able to tell all the descendants about. 2 of the greats.
Tonight, Efren Reyes Bata, the younger, took on Rumpert Slim in Cardiff. Tension, sporting excellence. mental cue-based chess. Davis getting out of the snooker. Across the table, looking for the yellow.
He's not left it. Look at Steve. He's living on every shot. You ever see that from him playing snooker? Never in your life.
I've said in one or two interviews about it, he has a lust for the game. He loves playing 9-ball. And this scoreline reflecting what Davis has picked up about the game. He's gone out to learn and learn and learn. It's 8-6 in favor of the reigning champion Reyes. Davis takes it cool.
Risky shot here for Reyes if he elects to go for it. And I think he has. Oh!
Bubbled in the jaws.
Held the cue ball behind the 2, but he wanted that one. I think he thought he had it.
Banks in to the cush. But just look how near it was. Near's no good, Efren.
Now Steve, if he can get this off the side cushion, he just wants to contact the cushion just before the 1. That'll bring the cue ball nicely out for the blue 2. If he gets this, Sid, and gets on the 2, you're staring 8-7 right in the face.
And he's showing the strain. Showing the worry.
He's wondering why he isn't out there playing chess right now, Reyes. And meanwhile, everybody here glued to the table. He could have been halfway through his next chess game if he'd have got out of this 8-2.
The floor of the bleachers, knee deep in fingernail. Got it! Brilliant shots!
At dyan nga sa tira na yan, mukhang maganda yung pinakita ni Steve Davis, no, na saklit niya talaga yung object ball doon sa corner pocket. At may maganda ring position sa dos, pero mahirap yung pocketing nito. Pero tingnan natin yung husay ni Davis sa mga ganitong klaseng crucial shot sa pinahan, no? At mapansin natin mukhang bago pa talaga yung kanilang mga equipment dito. At sundan natin mga kabilyard.
Top spins the ball around. Flick the under the red and put the pink, Jim.
It looks like the 3 is available top left. I'm not sure the combination to the pink, but look at this. They're watching from the rafters here, this one. And what a setting. What a moment. Frozen in time.
You said it. Classic. The reigning champion looked to be rolling away from Davis. And Davis got his act rolling.
Oh, he thought he missed it. He thought he had missed it. And now no reason as we see one more look at it. Wow. His heart was in his mouth there.
Draws the white. Well,
can't stand to watch.
Green 6 now, bottom left. Lady there churning with emotion. Come on, Steve.
This doesn't just bring out the emotion in the players. The fans live on every shot too.
Well, the old St. George's flag was lying on the floor. like a used serviette. Kids pulling themselves jowls with tension. St. George's flag might be waving soon. Crowd loving every second of this match.
Rack number 15, mukhang may chance ulit na maka-penetrate ng isang puntos dito si Steve Davis. Last ball at pumasok yung 8 para sa isang another position ng score, no? At dito nga 8-6 at isang puntos, 8-7. Lamang na lang ng isang puntos dito si Reyes para sa isang hill-to-hill match, no? Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
Steve Davis back on track.
Well, this lot could start singing Land of Hope and Glory there, Immonen. 8-7. The world champion looked to have Steve locked up in that chair.
And look at his face. Back up on the top shelf. 4-time world champion on the right. Johnny Archer, 8-2. In front of the unheralded Adam Lewis. It was a tall one for Adam Lewis, to be sure. But Archer looking good value here to go through to the last 32, Sid.
Meanwhile, and what a picture. He's loving it. We said Davis was loving this. He's seen his lead clawed back. He's loving it too, Jim.
How can you not enjoy this one? Reyes was 8-2 in front. He's lost the last 5 racks in a row.
And here was me cracking up. Reyes doing 8 and 9. String together racks. Davis could do 2 productive breaks. We'd have a sensational upset. Sensational.
Rack 16, Steve Davis to break, trailing by 7 racks to 8.
Two down.
What's his shape on the 1?
Not bad. He's got a shot at it. Who would have believed we'd be at this stage in this match when it was 8-2 and Reyes looked like running out to win the match 9-2? She didn't. Neither did he.
Jim White, that well-known sex change surgeon. Here we go then. It's tense as you'd want. It's a brilliant game. The world champ could be on the ropes very soon. You rarely see a sports crowd with as many dry mouths. Still with dry mouths, they'll yell if Davis keeps this up. And how? Good position on the red.
I think he's showing a few pool players some shots here tonight, Steve Davis. He's been taking it in for about 6 years of the Moscone Cup. This is the 2nd year here in Cardiff for the World 9-Ball Championships. So many tournaments that Steve has entered. He says he plays the game because
at dito nga medyo mahirap yung
really
posisyon ng cluster dito sa gitna sa bandang ibaba at may chance ngayon si Steve Davis para makakuha ng magandang posisyon para sa next object ball. At kailangan niya nga makalayo dyan sa side rail na yan. Pero tingnan natin yung discard dito ni Steve Davis at mukhang mas malaki na yung kapital, no, nitong si Steve Davis. Maganda rin yung pinakita ni Reyes pero sa bandang huli medyo nahirapan na siyang maka-cope up. Sundan natin tong discard ni Steve Davis. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
Just seeing where he wants to take the cue ball. The red 3 on. Problem is he's going to have a little too much angle on the pink 4 to be able to hold the cue ball ideally onto the orange 5 below it. And that's what's concerning him. And obviously he's wary of that left center pocket as he looks, the one he's just cueing near now, the right on our camera picture.
Here he goes then. The position vital as the red goes down. Good shape, Jim.
Well, it looks now, Sid, like his only choice is to try and cannon into the 5. And try and hold position onto that orange 5. And this is risky. He's leaving a little to chance here in doing this.
And if he makes a slight slip, Reyes is in like Panther, because this rack would do him. So Davis under as much pressure as you could imagine here.
Well, Steve passed it up. The billiard onto the 9, waiting for a better chance. That 4 was on, but the risks didn't outweigh the rewards. So Davis bidding for another chance.
And now it's the champion's turn to be under pressure. Snooker. So unless he gets this to within an area the size of a pound coin of where he intends, this is...
At dito nga medyo masama yung pagkaka-play safe dyan ni Reyes na open itong table kay Steve, no? At ngayon si Steve meron siyang chance na ma-run out ito upang tumabla dito sa score at magkaroon ng hill-to-hill match. Kakayanin ba yan ni Steve Davis? Kaya panoorin natin mga
He's
kabilyard.
outthinking him, he's outmaneuvering him, and right now he's outpotting him.
Pink goes. How's he on the... Oh.
I don't think he can get through to the 5, and he can't believe it.
Efren was up.
He's looking at Reyes. Reyes was out of his chair to see if he could see the 5.
And
Steve says, how does it look?
Well, it's great to see too. World stars of sport playing this in the spirit. Brennan Chomp there could be going out. Davis studying the lie.
I don't think he can get through to the 5, Sid. Enough, he can hit it, but I don't know whether he can pot it. And he can't. He's trying to get the cue ball behind the 9.
Vicious, absolutely vicious snooker.
Well, this is going to take everything that Reyes has under that helmet to be able to hit this one. The obvious escape, the 2 cushions, bottom, left. But that almost is guaranteed to leave the 5 on if he hits it. Can he get enough of the side cushion? Up.
They say he's the greatest.
Dito nga napakalupit pa rin nung pinakitang kick shot na yan ni Efren Reyes, no? At akala ni Steve Davis talagang makakalusot siya dyan, pero nakita ninyo yung kick shot and at the same time bank doon sa object ball. Ang husay talaga na ginawa dyan ni Efren Reyes. Masungkit niya na ba itong tira na ito at mukhang nag-play safe na naman dito si Reyes, hindi niya tinuluyan. So subukan nating makita itong response naman ni Steve Davis. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
Bad. Whack is here with his cue, then his hand.
Well, he wanted to snooker Steve. He thought that he had a very natural safety to bring the 6 to the top of the table and lay that cue ball behind the brown 7. Even though Steve can get through to this, like this is just how good Ray is. I'd be happy with that shot. I'd feel like I got my opponent safe.
What a match.
I want to see Steve in the familiar pose of just scratching behind his ear. How often have we seen that? Because this is one of those shots where he's going to have to think his way out.
He's having too much fun to scratch. One more rack, and Reyes has it. Davis trying to level up. Let's go and take us to one rack that would be one tremendous decider.
He's not ready to pull the trigger yet, Sid. I saw him get down there. He was just looking at it from another perspective. And if I had any idea what he was going to do, I'd probably telestrate something.
I've got one very honest Canadian in this box for me. The world champion sits hunched like a medicine man whose spell hasn't worked.
There is a shot that a lot of them play when it's near the cushion where they spin the white and try and kick it in off the cushion along that top to the top right corner, but Steve obviously isn't trying that. He's banked it!
Brilliant shots! What a shot! Under massive stress, duress! A brilliant bank! Reyes just did a brilliant shot on the orange two-cushion bank. Now
ito nga mukhang nakaganti ng malupit na bank shot, no? Itong tira na yan ni Steve Davis. At dahil dyan nagkaroon ng magandang opening para sa kanyang tira. At mapapansin natin dito talagang maganda yung pinakitang tira dito, no? So sundan pa rin natin yan kung makatabla ng score dito si Steve Davis sa rack number 16, sa rack number 15. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
Chin slithering on the cue, bubbled but dropped. It's going to the hill definitely now. You can't see Davis missing these two.
At dito nga mukhang tutok na itong 9 para sa isang score at mukhang lalamang tatabla na itong si Davis kay Reyes, no? At nakahabol talaga ng 4 na puntos itong si Steve Davis. All 8 na yung score natin dito mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard, no? Last rack, balikatan, ito na ang pinakahintay ng lahat. Sa last rack na ito, itong score natin ay parehong 8. Steve Davis versus Efren Reyes. Pero si Steve Davis ang may karong breaking advantage, no? Dito sa last rack. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
Davis goes through. Product the break. Is it ever? What's his shot like? On the blue shot.
Got a shot on the 2. Back from the grave. The nugget. 2 balls down. And he's got a long 2. Have a look at this.
At dyan nga sa break na yan ni Steve Davis, maganda ang pinakitang break dyan, no? May mga pumasok na bola at may available shot siya dito sa gawing dos, no? At mapapansin natin na sa parehong 8 na ang score at dito very precise pa rin ang pinapakitang tira ni Steve Davis. Maranout niya ba ito at maungusan niya si Efren Reyes, kaya subaybayan natin yan mga kabilyard.
Full play ever. Some people think Reyes is one of the half dozen greatest ever. The holder is just sitting there, hunched, and says it all. I am Efren Reyes. I'm the world champion, the maestro, the magician. I was 8-2 up. Look at the scoreline now. 8 each. Last rack of the match. Davis. Any problem ball, Jim? I don't know that there is.
Steve's 9 ball is on a different planet right now. The shots the way he's weaving that cue ball around the table. This is without a doubt the best performance from him that I've ever seen. And I've almost been commentating on every match he's played 9 ball.
Same here. For a while in learning the game, his break, he tried to do the American style break, but then he adapted it to a sort of stiff-armed stab. And stiff-armed stab is what he's given Reyes here. Incredible match. Played with incredible tension.
That kicked, Sid. He got a kick on that 4. He knows it. He wants the white clean. And Michaela Tab, for one of the very few times here, called on to clean the cue ball. But that skidded very noticeably. Now Steve's got to force this. This has to be hit with some pace, and you know what that means. We've seen a lot of these balls refused unless they're right in the heart of the pocket.
No time to bobble in the jaws. Left hand side. Into the pocket. Is he ever good on the brown 7? He's not hesitating now. He knows.
Last 3 ball ni Steve Davis, pasok yung 7 at dito nga mukhang alam na di. Sabi nga talagang na-steal pa ni Steve Davis itong laban kay Reyes, no? Bagamat nauna na sa heel itong si Steve, pero talagang hindi bumitaw itong si Steve. Credit talaga sa kanyang resilience, no? At pasok na ang Nelby, panalo dito si Steve Davis. At congratulations. See you guys on my next video. Please subscribe for more videos.